Madison Square Garden is different. The lights are brighter, the history heavier. You feel it on your skin. The ghosts of legends, the echoes of greatness. Tonight, we played the Lakers, which meant we played him, Kobe. Stepping onto that court felt like entering a movie you've watched your whole life. The energy was electric, almost tangible. I tried to treat it like any other game, but it wasn't. Every time I glanced over, there he was. Number 24, locked in, every movement precise. The crowd buzzed louder with every swish from his side. My heart pounded. This wasn't just basketball. This was Kobe in the Garden. When the game started, the noise was deafening. Guarding anyone else was just basketball. Guarding Kobe, the world narrowed to just us. You're not just defending a player, you're defending a legacy. My plan, make him work, give him nothing easy. Let him know I was there. I was young, quick, full of hope. Maybe I could bother him, get in his head. That was the hope. Before you realize you're not playing a man, but an idea. You're up against the Mamba. The Garden felt alive, and I was right in the middle of it. Every possession mattered. Every glance at Kobe reminded me this was a different level. I was about to find out just how different. The game was on. The first quarter was a chess match. Kobe was patient, letting the game come to him. I was running on adrenaline, hands quick, feet light. Then it happened. He hesitated at the top of the key, but I read it, jumped the lane, and stole the ball. The crowd erupted. I took it for a layup. My teammates cheered. For a moment, I felt like I belonged. I stole the ball from Kobe Bryant. Me. The feeling was intoxicating. Minutes later, it happened again. He tried to post me up, spun, and I poked the ball loose. Another turnover, another win for me. I didn't look at him, just ran back on defense, chest out, twice. I'd taken the ball from the master. At halftime, I was flying. The guys hyped me up. "You're living in his head," they said. I let myself believe it just for a minute. I thought I had his number. I was so young, so sure. I had no idea what was coming. I'd won the first 2 rounds of a 12-round fight, and I was celebrating like I'd won the belt. The Garden was buzzing, and I felt unstoppable. But deep down, I sensed the story wasn't over, not with Kobe. I was about to learn what greatness really looked like. The second half was waiting, and so was he. The third quarter started tight, back and forth. Kobe was still patient, still letting others shine. I kept grinding, thinking I was winning our battle. Then, late in the third, a timeout. As we walked to our benches, he jogged past me, calm, almost serene. He leaned in and whispered, "You had a great game." 4 words, past tense. It wasn't a compliment, it was a warning. The switch had flipped, my confidence evaporated, replaced by a cold dread. He'd let me have my fun, let me think I was in control. But now, playtime was over. I sat on the bench, those words echoing in my head. The third quarter ended. We were still in it. But I knew, the fourth quarter would be different. He'd been watching, studying, waiting. The storm was coming, and I was right in its path. The real game was about to begin. The fourth quarter started, and Kobe transformed. The patience was gone, replaced by surgical focus. First possession, he demanded the ball. Isolated, jab step, pull up, swish. Next, in the post, fade away over my hand, impossible angle, nothing but net. The crowd shifted from cheers to awe. He kept coming, driving, dunking, hitting threes with a hand in his face. Every move was a counter to my defense. He'd spent 3 quarters downloading my game. Now he was using it against me. He was always 3 steps ahead. Our lead vanished. We scrambled. He was calm. Double-teamed, shot clock winding down. He created space, launched a high-arcing 3. It dropped. That was the backbreaker. The arena knew it was over. He didn't celebrate, just turned, face a mask of focus. He had taken over completely. I realized I wasn't just playing against a player, I was facing a master. The fourth quarter belonged to him, and there was nothing I could do. The lesson was brutal, but unforgettable. He showed me what greatness really means. The Garden watched in silence. I watched in awe. Kobe had written his chapter, and I was just a witness. Watching him in that fourth quarter, I finally understood. His greatness wasn't just skill or work ethic, it was control. He was a puppet master, conducting the game, the crowd, even my emotions. He let me get those steals, let me feel confident, only to pull the rug out with 4 words. He played the mental game better than anyone. I thought greatness was going full speed all game. Kobe showed me it's about patience, observation, and timing. He didn't need to dominate for 48 minutes, just the ones that mattered. And he decided when those minutes were. That was his ultimate power. I wasn't just outplayed, I was outthought. The lesson was humbling, and it changed how I saw the game forever. The biggest lesson that night wasn't about a move, it was about timing. Kobe's takeover was a masterclass in waiting for the right moment. He preserved his energy, let us think we were in control. By the fourth, I was tired he was just getting started. He knew the game was a marathon, and the final stretch is where it's won. That's not just basketball, that's life. Some people grind non-stop, others wait for their moment and strike with precision. Kobe taught me that patience isn't passive, it's a weapon. Greatness is about working smart, not just hard. He beat us conceptually, not just on the scoreboard. That lesson stuck with me. Timing is everything, and the best know exactly when to take over. We lost, badly. But I wasn't mad. I was in awe. I'd witnessed genius, and it changed my perspective. The real Mamba mentality is deeper than hard work. It's intellectual dominance, psychological warfare, patience. It's letting your opponent think they're winning, then crushing them when it counts. That night taught me humility. No matter how good you are, there's always another level. Kobe showed me the top of the mountain. I learned to stay humble, to keep working, to see the bigger picture. There are levels to this game, and to life. I'm grateful I got to share the court with him. He taught me the most important lesson of all, with just 4 words. And for that, I'll always be thankful.